Who will win today, Lucifer Morningstar or the Endless? Lucifer is a fallen angel and ruler of hell, known for his charisma, wisdom, and rebellion against divine authority. He is a complex character, always searching for freedom and self-determination. Lucifer has immense powers, including reality manipulation, immortality, and the ability to create and destroy universes. He is also highly intelligent and a skilled manipulator. The Endless are a group of 7 siblings, each representing a fundamental aspect of existence: dream, death, desire, despair, delirium, destiny, and destruction. They are eternal and represent the intrinsic forces of the universe. Each member of the Endless has unique abilities that are appropriate to their domain. For example, Dream can control dreams and reality, while Death governs the end of life. Their powers are often more abstract and tied to the essence of existence. Before we dive into the analysis, please click the subscribe button. Please remember to turn on notifications by clicking the bell icon. Thank you very much. The Endless are a group of powerful primordial entities that existed before the stars and gods. They are a family of 7 immortal entities, each representing an absolute concept that shapes the operation of all creation. They are the core principles that underpin all reality and existence in the universe. The members of the Endless include destiny, death, dream, destruction, desire, despair, and delirium. Each of them is not only the embodiment of the concept they govern, but also has a profound and indispensable influence on the eternal balance of creation. The Endless are not bound by time or space and are beyond the laws of nature or magic. They are the embodiment of the elements that are eternal, unchanging, and everlasting. Lucifer Morningstar, also known as the Morning Star, was once the most powerful and beautiful of all angels. One of 2 fictional entities credited with playing a major role in the creation of the DC multiverse, Lucifer was appointed by the Presence to rule hell after his rebellion against heaven. For over 10 billion years, he held the throne of hell, ruling over fallen souls and dark entities. However, disgusted with the constraints of fate and his assigned role in Yahweh's grand plan, Lucifer abandoned his throne and power in hell in search of true freedom. Destiny is the oldest and wisest member of the Endless. With his vast knowledge and meticulousness, he is not only the one primarily responsible for managing fate, but also the one who performs his job excellently, representing the concept of fate. On all scales, Destiny has the ability to see and shape events from the smallest details to the largest events in the universe. It has been proven many times that Lucifer is not free from Destiny, but on the contrary, he is superior in power to Destiny. He admits that out of all the beings he knows, and his age is older than the age that the Creator admits Lucifer can destroy him. In addition, this character cannot stop Lucifer at the decisive moment, only being able to watch him burn one of the pages of the Book of Destiny. Remember, every event in the universe is recorded in the Book of Destiny, and Lucifer's actions have shaken the entire system of order of the universe, challenging the principles and limits that were thought to be unchangeable. Lucifer cannot completely destroy Destiny, because like all members of the Endless, they are essential and immutable aspects of it. Mutual destruction would undermine the order of the universe, breaking the fundamental principles of reality. However, this does not mean that Lucifer lacks the ability to overcome Destiny if necessary. He is willing and able to overwhelm him, even if he erases himself from the book, only to return because he defines the light of his father. Thus, the stories of evil and the fall remain intact in man. The encounter between Death and Lucifer Morningstar is one of the most striking and controversial moments. The eldest sister of the Endless represents not only death, but also the entire cycle of life. The confrontation between these 2 immortal entities raises the issue of fate, existence, and absolute power. Yahweh immortality, immortal and eternity. Death itself cannot grasp him because the concept of death does not apply to him. Lucifer Morningstar is the embodiment of Yahweh's will, acting as an instrument to carry out his intentions alongside his brother Michael Demiurgos, who possesses the power of creation. Lucifer was born before death existed, making him not only older but also superior in nature and stature. As an entity of unparalleled power and sharp intellect, not only that, from the very beginning, the angels of the Silver City have been experimenting with concepts such as death. Remember that angels like Lucifer and Michael were involved in testing the blueprint for the future universe, a system that would coexist with sentient life and last as long as the universe existed. Lucifer and Michael were key players in the creation of this universe, a fact that was even acknowledged by Death. The embodiment of endings and cycles of existence, angels were only equals to Lucifer to contemplate and possibly destroy the entire celestial army, even threatening to destroy Death. He even prevented Death from approaching his creation if they kept their promise, and then, like God, brought Death back as punishment for not listening. In this context, when it comes to Death, there are arguments that she possesses a willpower comparable to Lucifer. Representing the end and the cycle of life and death is not simply an embodiment of death, but also carries within it the power of persistence and inevitability, a power that can stand on par with the free and unyielding will of Lucifer Morningstar. She could win if Lucifer was bound to a predetermined fate, and she herself has said whether she would have this chance again or not, because as long as Yahweh exists, Lucifer is virtually immortal. Lucifer possesses the ability to seal beings from the domination of death, and also uses magic to create regions of space that even death cannot reach. These abilities allow Lucifer complete control over existence and power. One thing that people also like to say is that there is a true death that awaits them all. A death that awaits them all. Without him, God does not exist. Without God, he does not exist. Lucifer himself as the darkness not only predates death, but also the first incarnation of God, or Yahweh. This is a reference to all the creatures mentioned before he returned to his former glory of darkness, which has always existed. Almost all creatures are bound to the necessity. However, not everyone is like that, and as long as you can, it almost guarantees that there is no end. Yahweh is immortal and is everything eternal, and Lucifer is his equal in everything. Not all beings fall into the inevitability of true death. Not everyone has an afterlife, so they do not see the death that lies ahead, even the normal death, and Lucifer knows this because he saw it before the concept of an afterlife or even death itself. The confrontation between Dream and Lucifer Morningstar is an interesting one because of the obvious disparity in power between them. Dream, with many titles and roles, is the lord of all sleep and dreams, capable of defining not only reality but also the world in sleep state. Dream not only affects the dreams of all beings, but can also adjust the limits of reality as they are tied to the subconscious state. Morpheus literally admits that Lucifer is much more powerful. Aside from the creator, Lucifer is one of the most powerful beings in the universe. This statement comes from Dream, who knows every member of the Endless, including Mother Night, Father Time, and the Glories. Dream, with his deep understanding of the universe and the entities that exist within it, considers Lucifer to be one of the most powerful and influential individuals. This shows the respect that extremely powerful entities like Dream have for Lucifer, for the wisdom and strong will he shows. Please subscribe to the channel, it helps us a lot, and moreover, you will get to see great videos every day. You are the best, thank you very much. The idea that he is the second is fueled by the idea that he has only one superior and his name is known throughout the universe, so it is safe to say that people would consider this to be Dream, who is at the top with glory in the hierarchy. When Dream meets Lucifer, it is clear that Morpheus is very timid and afraid of Lucifer's presence. In order to gain Dream's trust, Lucifer is forced to promise not to harm him, especially since the conversation takes place right on the border of hell, where everything carries an invisible threat. Dream's fear of Lucifer comes not only from Lucifer's physical strength, but also from his authority and ability to manipulate reality. Lucifer, as the son of Yahweh, carries within him the will of his father, which defines and shapes his unparalleled power. Lucifer's power is far superior to many other entities, but Yahweh, with his infinite power, is many times stronger than Lucifer. This indicates that in a confrontation between father and son, Yahweh's power is immeasurable and far exceeds the power of both. Therefore, Lucifer, despite being very powerful, literally dares not anger Dream, knowing full well the immense power of Dream and the invisibility he possesses. The confrontation between Destruction and Lucifer Morningstar has no clear answer, but we can look to the case of Fenris to understand more. Destruction, Dream's prodigal brother, abandoned his mission, noting that all living things have the ability to create and destroy without his intervention. Fenris, in this case, is the direct embodiment of destruction. Similar to how Michael is the embodiment of power and Lucifer is the symbol of will. When the god of chaos, who represents decay and disintegration, appears, everything can be completely destroyed. And when entities like Fenris or Lucifer get involved, the balance can be severely threatened. In its astral form, it is pure destruction and can destroy the throne of light in primum mobile. When Lucifer grows tired and weary of destruction, he is easily destroyed. Though strong and steadfast, Lucifer cannot resist the feeling of weariness and resignation in the face of endless destruction. Even Noema of Bassanos, a powerful and wise being, feels fear in the face of this weakness. The change in Lucifer's mentality from absolute pride and power to weariness and boredom reflects that even the most powerful beings can be defeated by inner exhaustion. The Endless are not gods in their own right, they are them. They are the anthropomorphic idea that governs every foundation of existence. Remember that Morpheus is the Dream, but he is a fixed point of view, meaning that anyone can become an Endless or take his place as Gaius and Garames did. So that doesn't mean Furnace could represent a lesser part of destruction. With the fact that Destruction abandoned his mission, with Michael holding the power of creation and destruction on a scale never seen before equivalent to God himself. Guess who is on par with Michael and survived the explosion that was the first Big Bang? We know that Desire is weaker than her siblings, including Dream, Death, and Destiny. On that basis, Lucifer is far more powerful. Desire's twin brother, so obviously the other logic is true as well. Not to mention Lucifer rules the land unharmed by despair and without hope. Not to mention being the darkness, Lucifer also represents every concept that is always dark like despair. I mean, he rules hell and hell grows around him and he is never afraid of it. Not to mention his word is as sacred as Yahweh. We see their interactions once and it's clear that Lucifer is above her. She almost treats him like a master or superior, and like the others, treats her like a child. So none of them really stand a chance. None of them can really match his power, and it's not an exaggeration to say that he could take them all down at once. Lucifer is far more powerful than Morpheus, and he is considered by him to be the most powerful being, second only to God. And he was certain that he would die when he met Lucifer after he angered, and so he prepared for his death, Lucifer is more powerful than Destiny of the Endless. He threatened to destroy him in his own realm, and Destiny admitted that he could do it. Furthermore, Lucifer could argue that he had not even reached his full power at that time. Lucifer Morningstar is the second most powerful being in the DC universe, equal only to his twin brother Michael, and surpassed by their father, the Lord of the Covenant. Before the creation of the multiverse, Yahweh created the two brothers and gave them each a gift. Samael was given the will and fire, while Michael was given the gift of creation and demiurgic power. It was Michael who created the universe from nothing, and Samael who shaped it and willed it into existence. Michael is the infinite power of God. He can create and destroy on an infinite scale, however, he cannot shape his creation. Lucifer cannot create something out of nothing, but he can turn something into anything, because he is the infinite will of God. So Lucifer is definitely stronger than all the Endless. But does that mean he can destroy them all at once? Not necessarily. There is no direct statement in the comics that he can destroy them all at once. But considering how he freely threatens them, and they take him for granted that he can destroy them, I would say the possibility of Lucifer destroying them all is very high. Lucifer does this 7 times out of 10. I hope you enjoy this fight. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Follow me if you like. That's it for today's video. Thanks a lot.